पल भर के लिए कोई हमें प्यार कर ले, झूठा ही सही। पल भर के लिए कोई हमें प्यार कर ले, झूठा ही सही। दिन के लिए कोई इकरार कर ले, 2 दिन के लिए कोई इकरार कर ले, झूठा ही सही।
Let's talk situationships today. Yes, that पल भर के लिए झूठा प्यार, right? So you know what? Situationships ना हो गई जैसे like those 2-minute instant noodles, right? So time नहीं है, so let's just do quick junk food, right? Let's do a quick junk relationship. Should we even insert the word relation there? Anyways, so I'm going to speak about how and why we end up into this 2-minute instant noodle kind of thing, situationship. How we create it or co-create it, if I may say, right? So I see this more like a covert spy mission, so you maintain utmost secrecy, right? You are masked and the other person doesn't know what your real intentions are. Sometimes you also don't know what their real intentions are. Sometimes you know their intentions, at other times both of you don't know or partly know. Yeah, I don't know where you are at, right? But it has to be one of this. Okay, now basically this is the result of dishonesty. Fine, and you would say dishonesty, what kind of dishonesty, Vasudha? I am a very honest person. Yeah, so let me share with you. It is not the dishonesty with the world. You are such a nice person, such an honest person with the world, right? Always nice, okay? Like goody boy and that goody girl, right? That you can't be honest to yourself. Yes, that's where the seeds of situationship get sowed, right? When you are not ready to face your feelings, when you are not ready to express or to be real. And you know why do we feel the need to get into something like this? It means there is a part of you which you have suppressed for long. It is because you've not been real in your relationship or being real with you. Sometimes you are being real with you. You maybe have an idea what is it that you're lacking, and sometimes we decide to suppress it, and other times we end up dealing very badly with it. And it is all because we want to maintain that pretense, that mask of being nice. And isn't it so counterproductive? In trying to be nice to the world, you end up being harsh to yourself. Isn't it? Yeah? So what will happen if you will not acknowledge this love sickness within you? What will happen? See, emotions, they're considered like water. So if you will not let water to escape from where it is supposed to, let's say from the tap, then what will happen? It will gush out of somewhere in the pipe, right? It will lead to some kind of either the drain leakage or the complete drain breakage also. So I know some people use situationship to kind of maintain it at the leakage level, and some people get led into it and some people end up being in it unconsciously. But however you are meeting this situation, it is definitely a result of something you really need, and that you have either not acknowledged, haven't yet been able to understand, and maybe suppressed it, or maybe you have chosen to express it like that. But it is definitely a result of dishonesty. It is also a result of fitting in the society. It is also the result of getting that false validation from the society. That is why you get into something which you have to keep under the wraps. So situationships are more like, I see it more like a dead, rotten mouse stinking somewhere slowly in your own alley. Yes. So it is basically the result of living life on that autopilot mode, where you just go on with the day, with your routine. And you know why we put our life on an autopilot mode? Because we don't want to feel life. We just want to somehow go through the life, right? So we will fix some harsh goals for ourselves, like this much money, this big house, a relationship which looks like this, not a relationship which feels a certain way, a house which looks like this, not a house which feels home, yeah, which feels like this, friends which must checklist all these points on the paper, not the friends who really care for us. Yeah. So what happens when you have created that fortress of lies and people who do not really care for you? So you will, you don't have any real relationship in your life if you look at it like that. If you are getting into a situationship, it is a reality check for you. That usually means there is no real relationship in your life, right? Because had it been there, you would not trick yourself into the rabbit hole. Remember the rabbit hole from Alice in the Wonderland? See, Alice chose to go through the rabbit hole, right? And she was resilient enough to go through it, and she could go through it again and again and again because she understood what are the pitfalls. So if you don't understand yourself, you will get down that rabbit hole and you will definitely make decisions which will backfire. So what is going to happen? Okay, before I even tell you what is going to happen, your need or your mistake to get into a situationship is because you do not really have someone who can give you that love. Like in this song we had na, jhoota hi sahi. Why jhoota pyar when you can have real love in your life? And when you get real love in any form, you feel it, you know it. And when I say any form, it can be any relationship, really, even with your work. Yeah, so you know what real thing is like. And why would you then welcome something which is less than that? Why will you reduce yourself to that, right? Because you know you have created a false world around you, and because you know that in this false world all you can have now is ऐसा प्यार जो झूठा ही सही, right? Because and whereas in truth you yearning for real love, isn't it? So I would rather say, hold courage to give yourself whatever it is that you need, and in fact it is your responsibility and your right to give yourself what you truly need, want for yourself. Yeah. So I just feel, I mean, if you are again and again getting into situationships, I think what you need to do is look around yourself and check out what pretense are you putting up. Are you creating, do you have people around you who are full of lies or maybe even jealousy, right? Or who don't trust you or you don't trust them, right? That you have to sneak the moments of false love, fake love, to have just a momentary form of you think is happiness, but is, I think, is a very cheap form of dopamine, a cheap drug. Yeah. So check out for the people who are around you who are either misleading you or misguiding you, blame you, shame you, or maybe even guilt you. Yeah. Because we all deserve to be loved. We should not get dragged to a point where we need to fake love or get into a place where we cannot express our need to have something real in our life. Because what else we have come down on the earth for? To live a false life? No, the idea is to be a free spirit. And when I say free spirit, I don't mean free spirit in a very moralless, leading a life without morals, which it has gotten to get equated with. Because maybe it suits the society to condition us in a way where we stay suppressed. So unknowingly, we are creating a society of people who cannot live up to their best potential. Yeah. So I would say, you know your reality, you know the truth, and whatever it is that you're trying to escape, guys, please face it. Yeah. If you don't face it, your life is gonna become more messier. It's like sneaking or snatching something from someone. When you create a situationship with someone, if it is getting co-created, I don't know. If it's okay for you, then maybe it's okay. But if it's just one of you, then it's definitely not okay. Yeah. And still, if it is what you want with someone, then go in for it. But go in for it in a truthful way. Yeah. Because as human beings, we all deserve enriching and real experiences, not fake experiences. Yeah, we don't want to have more skeletons in our closet, do we? We all have enough already, isn't it? Yeah. So a free life is where you can kind of do away with those dead skeletons, right? And it's okay. मुझको एक loving relationship चाहिए, मुझको प्यार चाहिए, then go get it, but in an honorable way, right? So start to meet yourself with more compassion and truthfulness, and then I am sure it will start to become difficult for you to live life of this level of pretense. Yeah, I would say, I've written it here also. Yeah, remember, at the end of the day, it is your responsibility and even right to give yourself purity of love and happiness you are looking for. Don't live unsettled, feeling low vibrational, making others also feel low vibrational about themselves, right? Get up, raise your vibe, and if you are missing something in your life, go for it, but get it in an authentic way, in a way which you can keep in your life. Yeah. So create a relationship if you have to. It can be friends, platonic, or in any other way. Yeah, whatever it is. But do it with a healthy mindset, right? And listen, none of us deserves to get scarred more. We all deserve to heal, right? And raise the vibration of love of our planet, right? Keep loving.